Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairy Muppet. Welcome back to the Hairy Bash Grand Final. We're going to be casting game number 4 in the series. Currently, Petraeus, as remarked by the yellow player up the top side, is currently 2-1 in the series. He was 2-0, but PiG managed to take back a game in game number 3. Petraeus went for a 10-pull, really fast Ling incursion, trying to take out PiG nice and fast. PiG managed to survive, went for some fast bailings, went for a ton of Lings, and managed to just completely knock Petraeus out, who actually went for a fast expansion off his failed Lings. So his Lings went in, they didn't really work out, so he went for an expansion off that, and was expecting to hold off, but the bailings really messed him around, and in the end, Petraeus ended up losing to massive amount of Lings early on. It was like a 5.5 minute game or something, so absolutely brutal. But now PiG is back in the game. He still has to win the next 2 games in a row, and we will see if he can manage to do it. Both players playing standard right here. Or actually PiG going for a pull first into hatch. And it looks like Petraeus went for a pull first into hatch. So both players playing very defensively. Playing not risky at all, man. They definitely got that pull out first, just to make sure that if their opponent does anything sneaky, that they have what they need to take care of it. So yeah, I'm not surprised at that at all, because they've both been doing very early plays against each other, and we will see if this game is any different. So yeah, we've got the expansion coming down for Petraeus, got the expansion coming down for PiG. Both players with pretty much exactly the same timing and pretty much exactly the same units at the moment. So just going to be building up. I guess this one is going to be more of a macro intensive game. Neither player really has the sign of looking to go for any really early sort of pressure play. They've only got, PiG has only got 1 gas. He's not really spending a lot with it. Petraeus hasn't got any gas at all, so no really early bailing pressure from either side. No early speed from either side. It really does look like this is going to be a heavy macro game. And I'm not just saying that because I've seen how long the replay lasts, but it really does. So anyway, moving on. A couple of queens coming at the front just to put some creep down. A couple of drones coming around here. Yeah, a bit of a boring start, but what are you going to do? We've finally got some speed coming down from PiG, as well as 10 workers. So he's feeling quite good, actually, about the fact that Petraeus is probably not trying to attack him. He does have overlords, of course, doing a bit of a scout, but here come the Lings. Oh, managing to trap them. I don't know if those workers were purposely trying to trap that Ling, but they definitely did a good job. Oh, yes, the drone just turns around and just smacks the Ling in the face. And it's just like, you don't attack me, buddy. And down it goes. It looks like there's actually a couple of queens over here. And it looks like these guys are having a bit of leg trouble or equipment trouble or something like that. I really don't know. The thingy-bob went by too fast, but yes, very interesting play so far. And we do have a third base coming down from PiG all the way over there. This base, of course, you can knock down the rocks, or you can just go around. No, you still got rocks there anyway, so it'll be a while before they take that base, but you know they will eventually. And PiG just going nuts on the workers, although Petraeus is still going nuts as well. Still going nuts, so both players just macro. We do have 12 Lings coming out for PiG right now, and this could be a slight transference into some sort of attacking mindset, but it's not going to do too much because Petraeus has a nice gate here with a couple of queens and a spine coil behind that, so no amount of Lings is going to be able to easily get in there. And these Lings could definitely put a lot of pressure on this third base though, and that's something that Petraeus is going to be worried about. So if the Lings can go out and actually knock down this thing really early, that could be bad. And it looks like that's exactly what the plan is. The queen's coming down ASAP to try and prevent that. A single roach coming down as well, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. These Lings are going nuts on this thing, and I think they might have it here, although they're dying so fast. And PiG deciding, you know, actually he doesn't have it. Just a couple more Lings may have done it, but Petraeus got out there nice and fast. He's got the roaches, and there's actually going to be a lot of roach pressure, and PiG is going to have to deal with this because he's only just got his roach one finished. His weapons are behind. The amount of roaches he has is quite far behind as well. Overseer coming in here as well, just being an annoying little bastard, but maybe Pig was thinking about mutiling, but he's like, oh god, there are roaches, I better build a roach warren. So yes, right now he's not looking, he's got no roaches versus 13, and he's building a lot though. He's building a lot, so that should be fine, but now he's going to have to face a mirror over here. Ling's coming in, but with a couple of queens, I don't think they can really do much. Roaches are going for Pig's own third, but he's already got forces over here. Decent number of roaches as well as a queen. He should be able to do okay here. I don't think he's going to concede this third base. I mean, Petraeus will have to commit pretty much all of his forces to actually defeat this army, but Pig does manage to survive that, to push those forces away, and he got a lot of roaches up very, very early. The reinforcement advantage as well coming into effect there, so very nice job. And he's pushing in here, actually a couple of Lings, really not doing much at all. They may have killed a couple of drones. No, not even that. Petraeus hasn't lost any drones at all, so no, not really. And both players, they just switched into roach tech, but I don't see anybody sort of coming off ahead in terms of the units, because I mean Petraeus had a lot more roaches, but Pig caught up extraordinarily fast, and right now they're pretty much even in pretty much every factor. I think Pig has a lair somewhere. Yes, he does have a lair, and we do have a Hydralist Den coming down for Petraeus, so he feels like he's in a pretty good position, so he feels like he can make that jump to Hydra Tech without taking any significant losses. Actually was going to move down there, thought he had enough, was not quite correct, did not quite have enough, but anyway, just scared him a little bit. And the thing is with Hydras, right now he's building a Hydra Den, Pig was building 8 roaches, so the thing is when you go for Hydras, you sacrifice the total amount of roaches you can have at any certain point, which means that if Pig attacks right now, Pig could potentially have the advantage. You see it's 37 over 30. They're both building almost the same amount of roaches, but anyway, when your opponent goes for Hydras, you do have the advantage for the period of about 2 minutes or so. But then once the Hydras start actually getting built, then you're at a disadvantage. And Petraeus not actually building any yet, which I'm a bit surprised about. There we go, 6 coming out straight away, which is definitely going to be good, because once he gets the Hydras out, he's going to be fine. And now, Pig has no choice but to get something other than roaches, because I don't think he can win with just straight up roaches anymore. He's getting an infestation pit, which should help him a bit. I mean, fungal on the Hydras, yeah, I can definitely see that working. So we will see exactly how that works. And yes, it looks like they're both going for their 4th. Pig is beautiful timing, man. They must be following exactly the same guidebook on expansion timing for Zerg. I'm sure there are probably a lot of Masters players out there who probably follow exactly the same guidebook. But here we go, infestation pit coming down for Petraeus as well. And Pig, what is this upgrade? I keep forgetting. It's oh yeah, starting energy. Just give them a bit more energy. I think that means they can do a fungal as soon as they pop out, or something like that anyway. So the Overseer coming around, sees the 4th base. Probably wasn't expecting any less, but pretty good. Yeah, both players in a pretty good position. A lot of roaches out here. We do have 47 and then 10 Hydras. 63 roaches for Pig. So I don't know if he's got enough here though. There's a lot, but he's definitely going to need some infestor support, because otherwise those Hydras are just going to start owning everything. And yeah, really getting a flanked fungal off on these guys to prevent them from getting in range of the roaches. Oh, Pig has just sprung the trap right here. He's going to get a 3-sided flank on the forces of Petraeus, and this is incredibly awesome right here. Petraeus trying to do it. He managed to cover the top side flank with a sort of concave, but this top right side, not really going to work. He defeated the south side, but the northeast side is really going to town on these forces and doing a fantastic job. I don't know if Pig can actually make it happen here. The Hydras are doing so much damage, but in the end, it just has the better positioning. It takes out the entire army, and that was a genius move right there. That was high-level tactical genius right there. You see the way his forces moved? He moved this small group about 10 up there, just out of the way. He knew they were coming, but he side-skirted them to go over there. He sent a separate force over to here. He sent a separate force over to there, and then a 3-way flank on the forces of Petraeus. Petraeus just walked blindly into that trap, had no idea what was coming, and got owned so badly, man. That is the best flanking maneuver I have ever seen in a ZvZ game, man. Maybe in any game, but that was a thing of beauty, man. Just go. I'm not going to go back and watch it again, but you guys should. Maybe at the end of the game I'll go back and I'll watch it again. It was like 15-minute mark. Beautiful, beautiful flank, man. Absolutely perfect. And Petraeus, man, he's going to be reeling a little bit from that thing. He's still got a fair amount of forces. 33 over 33. I mean, Pig lost a lot of forces doing that. Because he was going against Hydras. He had a perfect position, but he was going against Hydras, and he lost a lot trying to take the Hydras out. A Roach hit force coming around here, trying to do something, and these Lings deciding better than to actually go for the Roaches. Coming in here, and instantly get taken out by another bunch of Roaches. So not all that good. Petraeus going to continually go for a bunch of Hydras, but he's going to be a little bit skittish right now. He's not going to want to run himself into that sort of situation again. But here we go. Pig has his own Hydra forces out now, as well as a whole bunch of Infestors. And the Overlords are going to start dying. We're actually supply capped for both players because they've been losing Overlords. So not all that good to be in a position where you're supply capped, but I suppose they're so close. I mean, look at this. Petraeus is 200 over 192 anyway, so it really doesn't matter if you're supply capped. He goes, this one Overlord, man, trying to survive. I don't think it will, though. There we go. Boom, down it goes. And, yeah, is he going to be able to do something? He's going to have the high ground here, but Petraeus is not going to be stupid enough to run up to the bottom of the ramp and attack him. He's going to be waiting down there to hit Pig when he goes down the bottleneck. And 3 spines up there, that's not going to be a good place to run up either. So, I mean, Petraeus defending exactly the same point that he got knocked out last time on Pig's side of the map. So he should be fine. And unless Pig attacks all 3 entrances at the same time, I don't think he's going to be in a good position. Oh, the Infestors. Beautiful defensive fungal right there. Although one might still go down to Roach fire. That Roach really badly wanted to hit that. 2 health left. Very, very close to being lost. And the Roach actually skips past these guys. Might be able to take out a few drones, or at least get a nice scout off. Here we go, drones getting in there, killing some workers, doing some good stuff. The other drones, sorry, the Roaches get off a full scout. Don't really see anything crazy. They do see a spire, so that is something interesting, and Pig could definitely afford to build a ton of guys right now. Oh, Greater Spire, actually, he's going for the Greater Spire, and Petraeus has seen it. So he's got some Vipers coming out. He's going to be thinking about some Corruptors or something. I mean, Greater Spire, that only means one thing, Broodlords, and you know that Corruptors are the answer to Broodlords. So Pig going for the Broodlords himself. And what did he? I think he did this versus Blisk as well. He just went for a massive amount of Broodlord Corruptor play, and then into Mutas when his Broodlords started getting taken out by Tempers. So we will see if it works versus Zerg as well. Look at this. Petraeus, man, just underground, managing to sneak in the Roaches once again. He's just going to leave them there, I feel like. Maybe jump up, take out some guys harvesting the gas. Oh, he's going for the Greater Spire. That's crazy if he manages to take that out, but I don't think he's going to. I think Pig has got enough time to get in there and save that building. And there we go. The Roaches are going to start to go down. Can he burrow any of them? It doesn't matter, there's an Overseer there, but that thing down to a very low amount of health, and if Petraeus can do that again with some more burrowed Roaches, which is what he's trying to do, maybe the second wave will take him down, but Overseers all over the place going to be seeing these forces, and I don't think these guys are going to make it in. I think that Pig should be able to take him out. There we go, coming up, and they're just going to jump up and run away ASAP, so good stuff. The Overseer getting taken out. How many Overseers does Pig have? 7. That's nuts. That's a nutso amount of Overseers, but I don't know, man. He's got the minerals to do it, so why not? Pig actually has got an insane amount of gas right now. The problem is I don't think he can get that many Broodlords. He's only got 4, and he can't get a massive amount of Corruptors, which is really what he needs to defend them, to escort them, because he's just supply capped. He's supply capped so badly, and he needs a ton of Overlords, and he needs... yeah, he needs to start sacking some of his units because he's just got too many. How many workers has he got? It's only 51, so he's losing quite a few of them. Roach is coming in, going to be taking out a bunch of workers here. I don't know if Pig is going to be too upset about that because he does need more supply to be able to build those Corruptors, and Here he goes. He's not actually going to be defending this base. He's just going to let it go down. His main force coming over here, attacking this base with Petraeus really pushing out on the 5th base. But I don't see any chance of this thing surviving. It is going to go down. The Roach is just going to continue on. I think they're just targeting workers, but more spine crawlers at this base, and these guys are going to have a bit more trouble in dealing with this. I think the Roaches are all going to go down here. Now look at this. We've actually got a bunch of Roaches coming out. They're going for a bunch of buildings. They don't really know what they're going for. They need to concentrate on something. There's a hive there. That's a pretty good target. I don't know if they can actually take it out. The Roaches are starting to go down, but they have a half-decent chance. No, it's just I think they're dying too quickly. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. It's going to be close, though. 22 health. Another volley would have taken that thing down. That's as close as it gets. But Petraeus, man, he's just going to be like, ugh, that was too close. But here we go. Pig having lost a ton of units just because he didn't defend them all that well. He lost a ton of workers. Yeah, going for a ton of corruptors. So he's moving straight into the Broodlord Corruptor Zerg Air sort of tech. And Petraeus, what is his answer? It is going to be Corruptors. So he's got his own Corruptors. He's going to be yanking the Broodlords all over the place, yanking them into the group of Hydras. And that's going to be a good plan. You've got the Corruptors and you've got the Vipers to yank in the Broodlords into the massive amount of Hydras. And that is just going to destroy them. Very nice fungal going down. And those guys weren't going to last very long anyway. Look at the Hydras, man. 3-3 so far for these guys. What his Pig got? He has only got 2-2, but his air is 1-0, which is, yes. But his 3-3 is nearly finished, so that's alright. Here you go, another base coming out here. Oh, this base was very close. Petraeus choosing not to go over there. I don't know if he's expecting a base to go over there, but decided not to. And Petraeus has his own Broodlords as well, so both players going for the Zerg air. And once again, I mean, Pig went first, but Petraeus went second, and he's just pushed up a ton of them really, really fast. Ton of Roaches coming out as well. I have a feeling that people are just sacking their Roaches to get more supply for other stuff. But, I mean, those Roaches definitely did a good job. They definitely took out that hatchery. So, I mean, good job for them. And look at their workers, 51, 53. Both of them just going down. And what is going to happen when these guys finish off? I don't know. I mean, the Corruptor numbers, we got 15 for Pig. We only got 7 for Petraeus, but he's got so many Hydras that I think Petraeus does have the advantage, because he's going to yank the Broodlords over, and then his Hydra forces will shred them, absolutely shred them. So I think his mass Hydras are going to give him the advantage right here. And here we go, Pig setting up the concave, going to try and do it, try and make it happen, and Petraeus choosing not to engage. He'd probably like the high ground a little bit better. He's trying to set up his own concave here, I think, but oh, actually yanking a Viper across. That is not good at all. The Vipers try, if they can yank a Broodlord across, that Broodlord is pretty much dead. Unless, I don't know if you can yank your own units. I think you can. I think you can yank your own units. So an enemy Viper could probably just yank it back. Nice fungal on the Broodlords. Is he going to be able to yank it away? Yes, he does. Instantly gets destroyed by Hydralus Fire and Corruptor Fire. So that is it, man. The Vipers, once they yank a Broodlord, that Broodlord is dead. But just a bit of to and fro here. Oh, nice fungal going down on these forces. That's going to suck away some health. And now Petraeus can start to have his way, but Pig choosing to engage. Fully engaging, so Broodlord's being yanked across by both players. Clouds coming down. Petraeus really using the Vipers to the best of their ability, putting down those clouds. And the infested Terrans not having that good a time under the cloud, but doing a great job. I think Pig is starting to lose a lot of Corruptors. The Hydra's just doing so much damage to the Corruptors. And I think that he's actually, I mean, just the Hydras really turned the battle right here, and Pig losing a ton of stuff right there. So Pig definitely the loser in that battle, and he's just lost 100 supply. And Petraeus, he's macroing up nice and fast. Pig has the gas he needs, but he does not have the minerals right now. And yeah, so losing all those workers definitely not good. Petraeus has the base advantage, or does he? No, not quite. He's got a base over there, and Pig has one there, so about even. Pig has actually got a huge mineral income, actually. Really, really nice. So, yeah. He should be okay. He is starting to get a huge army, but whether it's going to be enough, because right now, Petraeus, he's set. He's got a beautiful air army, and Pig, man, he lost a lot trying to deal with that. So, I do not know. I don't know. Maybe Petraeus, I think he's just going to take it out here. I think he's just going to move in and do good stuff. We have some Fungals coming out, but Fungals by themselves are not going to be enough. And whether or not Pig can get a huge enough army out straight away, I do not know. He's got a lot of Corruptors. He's staying away from the Broodlords for now, which is fine. And he's going for a ton of Corruptors. Of course, he needs the Corruptors to deal with the Broodlords. I mean, Hydras versus Broodlords is very dodgy unless you get the perfect Viper play, unless you get the perfect Viper yanks off. Or just hit it once, but still manages to get away. So, Petraeus knows what's happening. He's going to go here. I guess if the Fungals go on the Hydras beautifully, the Fungals may be enough to actually kill the Hydras. And then we may be enough. Here we go. Beautiful yanks on the Broodlords. The Broodlords going down. One of them actually manages to get away. So great job there. Just every Broodlord that gets lost is definitely a victory. He's still got 7 on this side. Here we go. Roaches coming down. And the Broodlords, yeah, just Petraeus being a little bit not risky. He's being a little bit timid here, but that's fine. That's fine. Less risk is definitely better. When you've got the advantage, you do not want to throw it away. But you don't want to wait forever because there's a lot of roaches coming out. And I don't know, man. Roaches and lings as well. I don't know. I don't know if this play from Pig is actually going to make it happen. Maybe he's going to bypass this entire force, just start running straight past Petraeus' forces and just sort of smash his bases. I don't know. I mean, he's got to defeat this army somehow. He's just got to. And I don't know if he can do it. There we go. Petraeus making it happen. Pig wasn't quite ready, so Petraeus has a beautiful concave. Pushing in, yanking some Broodlords out. The Broodlords start to go down. The Grand Army is starting to go. Fungals everywhere for Pig. Doing a fantastic job just keeping the Fungals down. And it seems like Fungals may actually make the win here for Pig. I just do not know because everything's getting so low on the health. And if he can just kill all the Broodlords, then I think he can win on the ground because he's got a ton of ground units. And Petraeus has lost most of his ground units here. He's got barely any left. But it's just a case of destroying those last few Broodlords. Or when I say last few, he's got 6 of the damn things. And that's going to be hard to take out. Really, really hard. But he's building a ton of Hydras. He's building a ton of Infestors and Vipers. And a couple of Corruptors just for the hell of it. So he should be okay. Bunch of Roaches and just going around there. Just going to be attacking bases. How's our income looking? Bad. Petraeus actually not mining that many minerals at all. I mean, Pig is getting a ton off this base. And Petraeus trying to get a ton off this base. But the Roaches constantly hitting this base. And it's not good for him at all. And it looks like they managed to take out this hatchery as well. Wow. The Ling's just running all the way back in here. Managed to take it out. So great job by Pig with the base harassment. And now he's got the mineral income. And Petraeus starting to be starved quite badly. Man, he's got nothing coming in. So I think Pig has actually got it right here. And we've got the Air Force, but they're looking all over the place. And another fungal battle, like we saw previously, could be the end of these forces. And once those forces go down, it's just game over. Because I don't think Petraeus has the macro to really get himself back into this game. I think he's just going to be... I think this is it right here. I think this is it. And I don't think he's actually going to make it happen. So... yeah, great stuff, man. Fungals, absolutely awesome in this battle, man. Just mass air, Zerg. It looked unstoppable. Pig just fungled everything like 10 times, and everything just died. So Fungals were beautiful. I can see they're actually being used on Pig's forces as well. So great stuff here, but here we go. Fungals just going down everywhere. These units have low health already, and a couple more Fungals. They are going to go down. Petraeus actually making some damage happen. Might be able to take this out a lot. Pig's forces, oh, sorry, they're just linked, so they don't really count, but yeah, Pig's forces are still looking a little bit haphazard. The Infestors, they're looking good, and getting the Fungals down, they're doing a pretty good job, but almost all of Pig's air forces have been destroyed. He's just got the ground he's relying on, but he really needs to get a lot more Roaches coming out, and he's having a bit of trouble producing them. Not as much trouble as Petraeus is having, but he's still going to take a little bit of a while. And meanwhile, his main mining base is getting destroyed bit by bit, which is not good. So he's going to have some really good Fungals. And he's still going to... here we go. Corruptors coming out, but they're a little bit too far out. The Hydra's almost got to go on them. The Infestors trying to fungal that Hydra group. Getting a fungal off of the Infestors, that's good. If you can keep these guys nailed down. Boom, 2 Infestors go down to fungal fire. A third one is going to go down as well. Great job. And the second main mining base from Pig is about to be taken out by Roaches. Meanwhile, the Lings have been doing a fantastic job. They're going to be taking out this base. I think so anyway. stopping reinforcements regardless. And here we go. Pig has managed to get out some Hydras and some of these guys. And where are the Broodlords? Are the Broodlords dead? I think the Corruptors have killed them all. I don't think that Petraeus has any Broodlords left. It does not look like he does. So he's just working on Roach Hydra right now, and I do not know, man. I mean, with the amount of infestors, I think infestors are going to be Pig's advantage right here, and I think Pig is going to take it right here. I mean, he's got the advantage with the infestors, and Petraeus has got nowhere to mine. He's long distance mining right now, and Pig is getting this base up right now. So he's long distance mining as well, but at least he's got a hatchery coming down in a helpful place. And this may be the last battle ever, but some nice fungals going down. And Petraeus gives the GG after 37.5 minutes. So absolutely insane game. And man, that one was long. So makes up for all three of the previous games being so short. Of course, there's nothing wrong with a very, very short game, but man, we love seeing the long games. They are so good. So anyway, that has been that. Beautiful job by Pig, and that means we're going to an ace match right now because Pig has come back. It's currently 2-2 in a best of 5, and that means ace match. So I don't know how I can get better than this game, because this game was sensationally awesome, but I'm sure it will be quite good. So anyway, we'll be checking that out in just a sec. Stay tuned. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.